Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard.
Their own 17-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across as he's marked down officially at the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for James Conner. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. From the gun, Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Fox. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jacoby Myers. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, the Rams are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, Murray. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He decided to run a hitch route. You really have to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's a quick throw to the ground. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray to air it out again. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey, 22! Hey, middle.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stafford now to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Allen Robinson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. We are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
Oh, Connor loses it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give. Akers running left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. Touchdown, Rams! Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crop the throwing lanes?
From the gun on third down, Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Stafford on first down. Try to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top for Cup. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's got room. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup complete. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come.
And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And now here is another interception. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. So the good return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense starts out there with a rest of 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. That one into the hit. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A give up the middle to Akers. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
On play action, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken a fourth quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stafford. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage in the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Moore, the man in motion. Connor up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Connor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run behind center with Connor. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So it's
another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz look